Hey, how would you like to be able to make a cool mug like this? Well, let me show you how to make a cylinder out of clay so you too could make your own special mug. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a simple cylinder using clay. The first thing you are going to want to do is to knead and wedge your clay to make sure you don't have any air bubbles. We are using a technique called the slab method, so we are going to be using our rolling pin to flatten the clay. We are going to roll it until we are satisfied with the thickness of our clay. Once we do that, we are going to start by cutting a circle using one of our tools. So we are going to save that clay for later, but this is going to serve as the base for our cylinder. And now all I have to do is make sure that my base is nice and rounded, that is smooth. For now, I'm gonna put it on the side and I'm going to start working on the other piece, the other slab, which is going to serve as the wall for my cylinder. Here I'm using my rolling pin to flatten the clay, make sure it's nice and even. So I'm gonna add a little piece of clay here that is missing. All I have to do is blend them together. Then I'm gonna go ahead and roll it one more time just to make sure that it looks even, the same thickness. And now I'm ready to use one of my sharp tools to cut it into the shape that I need, which is just a long rectangular strip. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut it as even as possible. Again, we're practicing, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I do want you guys to try your best. So here is my piece. This is my base. This is the walls. I'm going to measure them, make sure that it fits in there. I think the base is a little bit too big, so I'm going to be using my sharp tool again to cut the excess, whatever I don't need. I'm going to go ahead and cut it and put it to the side for later. So now I am ready to start connecting my pieces. I'm ready to glue them together. But before we do that, we have one more thing to do. We're gonna need our sharp tool for that, and we are going to be scoring. Basically what it is, we're just scratching on the areas where we are going to be attaching the two pieces together, and this is to create a stronger bond. So we want to make sure that we scored on both pieces of the slab, on the area specifically where we are going to be attaching them. Like I say, this is going to create a stronger bond between the pieces. We don't want them falling apart. Next, we are going to be using sleet, which is just clay that's been soaked in water. The consistency is more like mud, and the trick is that it goes into the crevices of both of the slabs or both of the pieces that we are going to be attaching together, and this is going to serve as the glue that is going to bond them together. So this is what I'm doing here. Once I do that, then all I have to do is blend my two slabs together so that they look seamless. And here on the outer part, I'm simply going to be using my fingers to blend, just my hands by themselves. But once I am ready to do the inside part, because we want to blend that too, I'm going to switch to this wooden tool simply because my fingers are not quite as long and I need to make sure that I'm able to reach all the way in there. Once I am done blending, it is now time for me to turn my attention to the rim of my cylinder. I want to make sure that it's nice and even, that it has the same height all around it. So I'm going to be using this sharp tool to trim the upper part of the rim. All I have to do is insert it into the cylinder and then just spin my little wheel around. That's going to take care of that. Once I am done cutting, all I have to do is grab my little sponge with some water, not too much, and this is going to serve so I can smooth everything out, make sure that I get rid of any imperfections. And so here's the final piece. I've completed my cylinder using the slab method.